Hello and welcome to another video. So I recently watched the new Dahmer series on Netflix. So I thought today I could go through basically what's fact, what's fiction, what might have been dramatized or exaggerated. So I hope you will enjoy. And with that, sit back, relax, and let's get started. Club 219 is real, and Jeffrey Dahmer went there. In the show, Jeffrey Dahmer is seen visiting the bar Club 219 and picking up multiple victims before bringing them back to his apartment. Club 219 was a real gay bar in Milwaukee, and Jeffrey Dahmer did visit it. Club 219 opened in February 1981 and was widely renowned as one of the best spots in the area. However, the club is closed today. Its popularity began to decline when more bars opened up in the area, and after it was revealed to the public Dahmer often picked up victims here, it struggled to get custom. Jeffrey Dahmer did often show victims the Exorcist 3 movie. It's true Jeffrey Dahmer did often show the Exorcist 3 to people he brought back to his apartment. In a chilling interview, he said the movies got him in the mood to commit his crimes. In one creepy scene in the series, straight after putting on The Exorcist 3 with him, Dahmer tells Tracy Edwards he wants to hear his heart because he's going to eat it. In court, Edwards confirmed this did happen in real life. He really did gift his teacher some tadpoles. As we watch Dahmer grow up and try to fit in at school, there's one scene where he gives one of his teachers a glass with tadpoles in it. This is based on real events, and Dahmer did get annoyed the tadpoles were handed over to a friend, and he did put motor oil in the glass. Jeffrey Dahmer was pulled over by police when he had human remains in his car. In court, Dahmer confirmed he was pulled over by police when he had human remains in the back of his car. He had been pulled over at 3 a.m. because he was swerving on the roads, but convinced officers to let him drive away. The Honor Society yearbook story was real. At the start of episode 4 on Netflix, Dahmer is seen sneaking into the background of the Honor Society's yearbook photograph. In real life, he was in fact nothing to do with the group, but did get into its photo. His face has since been blacked out of it. Dahmer did work at the Milwaukee Blood Plasma Center. This moment is one of the only ones in the Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix series which is based on fact but has a big element of seemingly fiction added in. In the series, we see Dahmer get a job at a blood donation center and take home some of the donations. It's true he got this job, but nothing suggests he ever stole the donations from there. The incident at the fairground was real. In the Netflix show, we see a scene where Dahmer was arrested following an indecent exposure at a fair. This did happen in real life. In August 1982, less than a year after a drunk and disorderly arrest, Dahmer was convicted for indecent exposure at a Wisconsin State Fair park. He received a $50 fine for what happened, where reportedly 25 people were present, including women and children. The police did return Conorac synthesifoam to Dahmer. In one shocking scene, we see 14-year-old Conorac escape Dahmer's apartment covered in blood after being drugged. Dahmer tells police they are boyfriends and Conorac is an adult. This happened in real life, and its true neighbor Glenda Cleveland was there and phoned police afterwards to raise her concerns further. It's true Dahmer would phone the family members of his victims. After killing Tony Hughes in the series, Dahmer is seen calling one of the victim's sisters and telling her he's in the vortex and the family shouldn't them to stop looking for their relatives. The vile meat sandwich scene was based on true events. One particularly stomach-churning moment in the show is when we see Dahmer hand over a meat sandwich to his neighbor, Glenda Cleveland. This is based on real events, and Dahmer's neighbors do think they've been offered human meat by him before. The incident actually involved a neighbor called Pamela Bass, whose experiences have been combined with those of the real Glenda Cleveland to create the character we see on the show. And she confirmed in an interview Dahmer did give her a sandwich once. "I have probably eaten someone's body part," she said. Rita Isbell's court scene is pretty much identical to how it happened in real life. Rita Isbell is the sister of Errol Lindsay, one of Jeffrey Dahmer's victims. Rita famously gave an emotional victim impact speech in court when she was face to face with Dahmer. What we saw in the Netflix show is almost exactly how it was in real life. Dahmer would taunt other prisoners whilst in jail and make his food into body parts. Whilst in prison, Dahmer reportedly had a sick sense of humor. He would tell jokes about cannibalism, taunt prisoners, and tell them, "I bite." He apparently did mold his prison food to resemble body parts and would use ketchup to mimic blood. Jeffrey Dahmer was baptized on the same day as John Wayne Gacy's execution. In episode 10, while his father is visiting, Dahmer reveals that he wants to get baptized to affirm his newfound faith. Jeffrey Dahmer did actually get baptized while in prison at Columbia Correctional Institution in Wisconsin. The low-key ceremony was conducted by Minister Roy Ratcliffe and took place in a prison whirlpool on May 10th, 1994, which is a particularly notable date as it was also the same day that John Wayne Gacy was executed. A solar eclipse also took place on the same day. To make the date of May 10th, 1994 even more ominous and supernatural, a solar eclipse was also recorded on the same day and could be seen across most of North America. The sky darkening astral event was described as a celestial condemnation of Dahmer's baptism, which was taking place just 180 miles away from John Wayne Gacy's execution at Stateville Correctional Center in Illinois. So that is all that I have for today. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have